Hi, I'm Dan. I'm 66 years old and I'm living in Luleå, Sweden. And I love to do lures that make you headbanging. Actually, I've been working with water all my life, I can say, because I've been working with art and also I always like fishing, and the two things meets in the water. And when I work as an artist, I often work with elements. And also been working with water in different states, in ice, in snow, in steam, and also of course natural water. So working with video and also sculptures and combining all those things. I always like to do things that I can maybe see and imagine, and I often inspire myself. So when I look at my art, it's not that much like trends and things like that that you can find inside my art. It's more like the ideas that want to come out from me, and from that I have been working. In the beginning it was lots of pikes, but also I can say like the trout have been also a fish that I really admire and also try to catch. And just the living water is also very interesting, because when I start to develop lures, it's also actually in the same place outside our summer house. I was out in the boat and I can remember there were some very small bait fish swimming around, and one of them was very hurt, I think, because it was shivering and going around like a wounded fish, a little bit in round circles. And I later on thought that it's why predators really see and could understand which of those maybe 100 bait fish, which should I take, and it's often the one that's it looks good, tastes good, but it's a little bit more easy to catch. So that was the role model, I can say, for the HeadBanger Lures. Try to find something that could swim, more livable, not just 1-2, 1-2, more like a living creature, but also shivering a little bit, and maybe do some darting out just to trigger the hunting motion in everybody. Because if you're playing with kids and trying to catch, if somebody just standing still, it's not fun to catch. But if somebody try to go away, then you can feel the instinct, and I think it's inside lots of creatures. So it's also a part of the idea of making a lure that trigger all those things that make them bite. I've been always trying to find lures in the shops and what's I think could be a good one, and I fish with them, but often I have tried to demolate them or modify them to make them better, and also try to find those things that's not really stable and those things that have this nerve inside. But I actually didn't really find it, so I've been destroying a lot of lures during the years, and finally I was working with like a kind of lip that that was mounted into a head for a lure. When I put it in the water, I can see that it swims almost like my dreams. So I remember I almost fell in the water. So it was like that was a hallelujah moment for me.
I'm on the move, I'm going up. I'm a man on a mission with no message, and I'm looking for love. Oh, I'm just looking for love. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. 'Cause baby, I feel real good, and I wish I would. It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good, baby. Everybody watch out.
After that, I really was inspired to see what can I do with this kind of knowledge about the lip and try to make it, adapt it in different kind of lures. So that was a starting point for this, the real process for making HeadBanger. I like them to really enjoy and try and see and have the possibility to use lures that really can match them and to bring them in a state that could really make them head-banging of happiness during the fishing. It's also very interesting to speak with people who fish with the lures, with the HeadBangers, and to listen, and often they also can have some ideas, and so it's something living, I think. So I can't really point on one important thing. It's the whole package, I said. So far, it's my mind, yes. But I of course discuss and also have avid fishermen testing and discussing also, because it's interesting to hear the desires. What do they want? And sometimes it also, I have one American guy who had the desire for the the bottom rocker, didn't see anything on the market and really was longing for something that you can burn on the bottom. So please, he said, can't you try to make something for me? So it's also very interesting maybe to have this. It's a little bit of a problem, but it starts my mind, and it's also interesting because I can see a picture of what it could be, and then you often have to do some new innovation to make it realistic to produce and everything. So it's that's one of the way it could also end up with a new kind of fishing lure. When I fish in different ways, I can see what's missing, and it's a combination, because when you use this, you have some new tools for making the movements. So I think it's a development, and when I start, maybe I don't really know exact where it should end, but it's a cooperation with the way of fishing, and then I can really enjoy to try to find out how, because when I do the lip in different way, it's also very much different that it moves. And what's also very interesting, if you have different parts, could be soft, could be hard, it's like putting together an orchestra, because sometimes if you put some length, it could be like working the other way, so it will stop the movement. And then if you make it longer or maybe shorter and put something else, then suddenly it could make everything double. So it's like frequencies in all the directions that will be a part of the orchestra. So it's really interesting to see what's happening when you move things and also change the form. So it's like sculpting forms that being a part of making this perfect line that I'm always looking for. And it could be a small line, it could be a big line, it could be anything, but it's always the movement that's most important, and also why those lures now have like some kind of line often in the design. It's maybe you don't see it, but it was in the beginning something I made on the first headbangers for making the water pass through the body in the way I liked it to do. So then this form came out and has been a little bit following the design idea. And in the beginning also I thought, wow, this should be my secret weapon. I won't tell anybody because then I will be dangerous. But after a while I thought it was so interesting, and also just fishing and seeing this line, because I'm an artist, and it was also like drawing a very interesting line that never do the same thing. It's more like a living thing. So it was so nice to cooperate with a lure, and you can feel it and you can make it do things, but it's also something that you can't really make everything as you like. It's like a combo of your team with a lure, and I really liked it, and so I thought, no, you have to show the world this one. It's not fair. So that's the next step in this process.